Let's now have a quick look at the wise man in Jesus' birth story, and let's ask ourselves what's up with them. One of the scriptures that I've quoted in the last video was Deuteronomy 18. And I said that's one of the scriptures that Matthew is working with here. And actually, just before that verse in which Moses hails the new prophet that people should follow, it's talking about sorcerers and sorcerers, astrologers. Those are the kind of people who are meant by what is translated here as wise men from the east. And Moses tells people to stay away from them. So if there's one thing that's clear in the Old Testament, it's that divination, astrology, and all these kind of things are sin and are against God's will for how people should live. So what is the significance that those kind of people would come to Jesus' birth and then pay him homage? Now, again, this story, like the last one, works on two levels. There's the essentially Jewishness of the story, and there's the Roman level. Now, in this case, I want to start with the Roman one, because that is an interesting one here. We know that in AD 53, somebody called Tiridates of Armenia came to King Nero and asked, and he led a division of wise men or sorcerers. He led them into Rome, spoke to Caesar Nero, and asked for permission to become king. He asked for the recognition on Nero's part that he, Tiridates, could be king of his country. And Nero gave that to him. And then when they left, we know this from Roman historian writings, they left for their own country by another road. So this exact same phrase is used in the Roman account of this event, and that's no coincidence. Now remember, Matthew was writing about AD 70, so he's writing after this has occurred, just a few years actually. And so what he's doing is he's reminding people and telling them, remember how these wise men and King Tiridates came to Rome seeking approval for their kingship by King Nero. Remember how that happened, and now see what has happened at Jesus' birth. Wise men came and they paid him homage. So what he's doing one more time is he's writing the story in a way that it is a spoof, a parody of the Roman Empire, and essentially saying the real king, the real person designated to be king is of course Jesus, and not Nero, and not King Herod, who was a puppet king of the Roman Empire.